Right, we're live.
We live.
Yeah, we're live. Oh my goodness. This doesn't even seem real right now. Oh my goodness. This is so great. Let's turn this down so nobody gets distracted by that noise. But welcome, everybody to the Justice Family first live event.
First live event. Yep, we have.
Yep. This is going to be something a little different, and because y'all know we always want to be different from everybody out there, but we're going to go over our monthly goals, talk about last month, because this will be the opportune time to do so. It's the beginning of the month, and we think we're just going to make this a traditional thing on the Justice Family for everybody across all our platforms to come in and um, come in. Uh-oh, look who's in here. Oh,
What's
we have
up?
some
What's up?
family in here. You can do it on your side so we can actually
What's
see
going on?
live.
Let me try to
Okay.
get
We have someone in the chat. Uh-oh, hey, how you doing, Lindy
there.
C?
Okay, what's going on? What's going
Speaking from
on?
the purple couch. Yes. Hello. Hello.
I gotta get in
Y'all
here.
coming through.
Hold on.
Yeah, get in from the other side.
Where I'm at.
Oh man.
I'm on my profile.
Hey,
Let me
how
switch.
are
Switch.
y'all
Switch.
doing? Yep. Hello. Glad I caught a live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So,
You gonna have
still,
to do that because
still
I
figuring
can't
it
get in
out.
there. So
Okay. Still figuring it out. All right. Talk to the family.
just get me in. You could take care of
Yep.
that. See.
Okay. Still figuring it out. Manage. Yep. 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 So you can see it from your side. Lives. And here you go. Control panel. There you go. So you can start typing away.
Cool,
Whew.
cool,
Cool,
cool.
cool,
There we go.
cool.
There we go.
All
Okay,
right.
well, me already said what to do on top of that. So YouTube didn't make it easy.
Oh my
But
goodness.
hey, you know, we rookies on the live
Yeah,
game.
we're rookies on the
It's our
live.
first live, so we gonna we gonna jump right into it, right, Jack?
Yep, we're gonna jump right into it. As we see, of course, our family here. We're gonna jump right into it, and then in the chat, y'all, make sure you list out your goals for the month, what you want to achieve, because we're definitely gonna touch on that. T and I, we're about to go over ours. We're gonna step into real estate. What everybody want to know what's going on with our properties, our businesses, the YouTube channels, and just life in general. Let us know if y'all can see us real good because it's kind of dark over here on our side. Let us know if you can see us. Um, bring this a little closer, T. Oh yeah, see now that's probably good.
Okay, okay. What we starting off with?
Peter,
Peter didn't join us. He
yep,
made it. Okay, cool,
nice to
cool,
see
cool.
you. Okay, thank you, Army. They can definitely see us. Okay, so T, let's start us off. We're gonna do shout outs at the end. But let us know if you're leaving a little early so we can make sure we shout y'all out. We're seeing y'all. Okay, still figuring out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. They can see us, y'all good. All right, make sure y'all write y'all goals in the chat so we can get to that to the end.
You said at the end, hold on. We gotta do what's in the building right now, though, Jack. Shout out to Why Me in the building right now. Lindy C speaking from the purple couch in the building right now. Still figuring out 8:30 a.m. in the building right now. Shout out to Peter in the building right now. Then we got a lot of new subscribers. Shout out to Simply Diane, Andre, Old Man Says Thing. That's a cool name, by the way. Or you want to just wait till the end
We're
to
gonna
get
wait
to
to the
that?
end to
Okay,
get to
okay,
that.
okay.
But the
Cause I'm
people
ready
in
to
the
go
chat,
in.
we're definitely
Okay.
recognizing y'all because we
All
can see
right.
y'all.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, so
Cool.
let's start off T. Let's start off with our properties. We're going straight in. Let's talk about the wins, the lessons, the updates of the month. Let's start with the first one. You know,
The first one is the one that was destroyed. So how do we even name it? Are we just gonna say property one?
yeah,
What we gonna
property
do?
one, property
Okay.
one.
So property one, we have tenants moving in actually in about 3 weeks. and moving in around that weekend before Thanksgiving. So I know they are excited for that, and we are definitely excited for them to move in. It's definitely been a journey. It's been a journey. It's a little hiccup with the move in because of their landlord wanting to hold them because they're such good tenants. You know how that be sometimes. You don't want to let go of those good tenants. But now the Justice family they got those good tenants. So shout out to Mike, shout out to Sarah. Huge
Yep.
shout out to them. So that's the tenant, that's the house that we went through and had to do all those renovations because that nasty tenant wanted to just destroy it
Destroy
and
it.
put them triple sixes all over the house, blood all over the place. Y'all know the story. So
Hey, Sunshine, just
shout
popped
out
in
to
the
Sunshine
building.
too.
Hey, how
Okay,
you
cool, cool,
doing?
cool.
You been in the chat over there, T?
I'm not man in the chat, you know. I'm kind of I'm old. I don't know all this tech stuff, Jack. I can get you on the talking, but um, okay.
Okay, so let's go over to the second one. So this one is a bit interesting. This is the one we are currently in. This is our rental that we're currently in. And y'all, this has been on the market for 5 months. 5 months. And this is one of the ones, oh, the kids, why me? They're doing well. They're doing real well. They're doing real well. Maybe they could come say hi, pop in on the chat, tell them to come downstairs a little bit, pop in on the chat. But this house has been on the market um, for so long. 5 months is a very long time to be on the market. We have had many people, a lot of interest in this property, a lot of interest. But y'all, when we tell y'all,
And we just had one. Let's talk about the one we just
that's
had.
what we're going to talk about. We're about to talk about that right now.
Was it 2 days ago?
Two days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Oh, jeez.
You talk about that. I'm gonna go bring some light over here because we're kind of dark. Talk about that real quick, T.
So this guy, this is a very interesting one right here because he messaged us. He's like, "Hey, I'm a director of technology. Hey, I make $116,000. I get all these bonuses." He was going into, I mean, the whole 9 yards, right? And we're like, okay, this dude, he can definitely afford it, obviously. And he was like, yeah, I'm very interested in that house. That's such a nice house. And bonus, wait a minute, you guys are by that high school behind you? We're like, yeah. He's like, oh my God, my son just um, went to ninth grade. So my son's in ninth grade and he goes to that school right there, which is literally walking distance. Walking distance. So he's like, when can I come by to see it? So we like, what day would you like to come by? You know, because we're here right now. So he said, okay, I'll come by on this day. It was actually, what's today? We Saturday. Yeah, it was Thursday.
Yeah, it was
So
Thursday.
he came by and he was like, oh my God, I love this place. And
He said the property
and,
looks good.
you know, he was on the phone. He was saying he wanted to put a holding deposit on it. That's how much he liked it. And he brought his son with him. His son was like, my school's right in the corner. Oh my gosh, I can literally walk to football practice and everything. So excited. Got upstairs. He's like, only thing I'm like, this dude was breathing so heavy. He started sweating. Oh, this dude was breaking down, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he was huffing and puffing so bad, he was about to blow it down. Y'all know this.
Yeah,
it was literally like that. That's how bad it was.
Thought we were about to have to call.
We're about to get the call down.
Exactly.
Like he was out of it. He's like, yeah. So y'all, this the story though. I'm going through a divorce, right? And so my lawyer told me, go ahead and find another place. My son, I see he's just terrorized about what happened. And it's crazy because I've been with my wife, you know, now ex-wife for 16 years. We're like, wow. So he said, this is what we gonna do because I'm in love with this place. And this is all y'all asking for? He said, wow, that's it? I'm like, yeah. So he said, okay, give me until tomorrow and I'm going to message you and let you know my lawyer see. Now it was kind of odd, like someone's off with this dude, y'all. Like he wouldn't look at me for some reason. Like he wouldn't. He was like kind of timid to shake my hand for some reason. I don't know what's up. Maybe it's the hair or something. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
I need to
it
put the
has to be
braids
your
back
hair.
in or something. But he was just kept looking just at Jack, and he kind of kept a distance from me. Like, what's up with
Mm-hmm.
this dude though? I was like, that he's kind of weird in no sense, but hey, he gonna pay and all this. But he messaged Jack, and what was the message, Jack? Talk about that, Jack.
He said his lawyers advised him not to come to the property where, I mean, not to move out of the house. Where is it? I hope I kept it. Yep. His lawyer said, um, I was advised that I need to stay in my current home until we go to court through the divorce. Now, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. People are wasting our time. It is not that people can't, like, we're not getting interest in a property, but every time it comes down to, okay, yes, we found one. That's why we haven't made an update on this particular property. They are wasting our time. Now, you knew before you even seen
Start
this, like, come
searching.
on, that you did not want to, you wasn't supposed to come out here and look for a rental. So we think he's straight cap, he's straight lying. And but we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna hope that we get a tenant. We have dropped the property by $400, y'all. $400. So I think that's why it's so much interest right now. But y'all know from being homeowners yourself that when you drop things like that, you start to attract a different crowd, and that's why I was so hesitant on dropping the price because when everybody can afford it, it just doesn't become a, that's just what it is.
But it's
Let us know if y'all feel like that too
but
when you
y'all,
drop a price on a house.
if he's going through this divorce, right? Didn't he do it backwards? Because why is he out looking for a place, but then turn around and say, "Oh, I gotta call my lawyer to find out." Wouldn't you have called your lawyer first
That's what I'm saying.
before going out to look at a
I would
place?
have even looked at a property. I don't understand that whole lawyer thing. Someone in the chat, if y'all know what he's talking about, going through a divorce and you have to validate funds with your lawyer or something like that, let us know about that because that's something that is totally new to us. But that's what's going on with that guy. So as of right now, this property is unrented. We are officially on month five. Five. So we still have to pay this mortgage and we still have to pay the other property. So let's go into that other property,
Before
the
we go
third
into
one.
that other property, I'm gonna talk about other uh, some other prospects though, because literally the week before that, I was like, yes, like you can. I was so excited because it was two veterans that hit us up, and they both was getting medical retirement. But the thing about them, they were that I noticed they were. If y'all don't know like about military, so privates are like the entry level, just getting in type thing. So they did 2 years and got medical retirement, and like here, they were such rookies, y'all. They literally uploaded all the medical retirement information in the system, and I even put them on. I'm like, yo, don't do that. Don't put all that in there. That's not what you're supposed to submit, giving up all your information like that. But they seem like a pretty good fit also. But came with that is he wasn't answering the phone, and then when she picked up, she was like such in a rush, and I was like, "Where do y'all live right now?" They said in was it Louisiana or somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
They said they were somewhere and they already owned their house. And so my thought is, if they live in out of state and they own their house and they're not renting, I'm like, what's the move with Florida in doing that? But with them, literally, like, we're supposed to do a video walkthrough for them. And the next day, when we were supposed to do the video walkthrough, they basically kind of ghosted.
Yep.
So, want to go
Yep.
to the next video, the next property?
Yep. So the next property is a townhouse, the one that uh, the tenant decided that they wanted to, do electrical work and all of that other stuff. Just completely take it over. So what we have not talked to you guys about this. For that tenant, she gave a deposit of $1,700. You can man it from right there. for 1,700. I think it was 1,750. But y'all, all that damage that she did with the electrical work and everything else, that came up to almost $1,400. Now, see, this is the thing in Florida, and just like any other state, you have a timeline that you have to get the letter back to the tenant when you are going to use the monies against not give her back her security deposit. So we were running against a timeline. So what we were doing was we were trying to get all of these quotes so we can send it alongside that letter. Like, hey, chick, no, you are going to be paying this. You damaged the property. But one of the quotes came in, and that was for the drywall. They had quoted us about $700, and after the drywall was done and set in stone, it actually came up $200 more. So we had to send her $300, but it actually should have been $100 in the end because of the timeline that it took for the drywall guy to come in and fix it in the timeline that we had to send the tenant back the disbursement. So, yep, we missed out on some of that, but you live and you learn, right? This is all a part of the game. But that property has been on the market since October 15th. We are 15 days in. We have heard it's crickets. It's crickets over there. I don't know what's going on, but y'all, I really think this is the market right now because once again, we are going to have to lower the price of the home in order to get a tenant in there. And shout out to Lindy C. And you're saying it right now in the chat. You told us that I believe it was a couple of videos ago. As long as you get the mortgage, that was a different way for us to think because everybody's in the business to make money, and you want to make sure that everything is covered. But we had to step back and do a different mindset. So shout out to that. So we are going to drop it, not drop it all the way down to the mortgage, but just a little bit more of the mortgage so we can at least get something because at this time something is better than nothing. But we are definitely doing our due diligence over there because y'all, we are paying for a lot of properties and we are not rich, but we will speak that into existence. But right now, we are not rich. Um, so hold on, before we go in, let's see what the chat is saying. What's the chat saying?
I'm
Because
on it, Jack. I'm responding to
but
people.
what they saying? I
I'm
know we got two
responding to
goals
people.
out there, so we got to
You
make
know,
sure that we got that. We got to make sure we mention their goals. Lindy C, we got Sunshine. If anybody else has some goals, make sure you drop it in here. We're gonna mention it at the end. Let's see right now. Hold on. Why me? Yes. When you see the neighbors drop the rent price, we get the worst tenants. Yes, 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 absolutely. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to attract the wrong crowd. This is a really nice neighborhood. As you can see, this is a really nice home. This is not staged. This is how we live. Like, we do not like a lot of stuff. So this is how we live all the time because, of course, we're showing the property. We always want to make sure that, okay, if someone wants to show up, we can easily show them. So this is how it really looks all the time. So you're definitely right on with that one. Why me? Thank
that's how I
you.
look sometimes. My medical stuff usually not on the table though, so it's usually somewhere else.
Yep,
It's a
Lindy
tough
C
market right
agreed.
now.
She agreed with what I mean. Yep, yep. You definitely do attract a whole different category. We are really, it's really a really tough time right now in the real estate market.
And that's what Peter's talking about right
Okay,
now,
Peter's talking about that.
especially with
Oh, thank you,
especially with the
thank
shutdown.
you.
And right, Peter, because right now too, it's quite interesting. And some of you guys know when I put out my story about a contract getting cut because of the shutdown, it was a lot of people like, "Oh, you should have never worked government." But now, look what's happening, and that's something I already talked about. Also, that layoffs can happen whether you're government or not. And once again, we got Amazon doing the layoffs. You got Target
UPS,
doing the layoffs.
Accenture. Y'all know I used to
UPS,
work there.
Accenture.
So
You have
mass layoffs.
yeah, it's a load of people. I looked up some the other day. You have Meta doing layoffs, Heineken, um, Robert Bosch, Spirit Airlines. Oh, I wouldn't fly Spirit. Who flew Spirits? How many of y'all like flying
Do y'all
Spirit
like fire
Airlines?
spirits? Let us know in the chat because that ain't my cup of tea. No, no shade.
PWC doing layoffs. Starbucks doing like, oh, they can't be laying off too many Starbucks though. I need to go get my
Yeah.
little Starbucks. Ford laying off. Coca-Cola. Like the list is just non-stop. Salesforce. And people were like, oh, government, like I said, y'all think back, I was telling them layoffs happened like the previous year, there was a mass layoffs. And it's turned into like a mass layoff every year, just like the potential for shutdowns every year. So no matter what side, people are on, somebody's bound, to get hit. It's crazy how it is that way. Even Kroger laying off, like it's all over the place.
And let us know in the comments how y'all. Oh, still figuring it out. I'll take. Yeah.
That's
Yo, let me tell you something.
I got a story about
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yo, I mean, Amtrak is what's up. We got a video out there if you want to go check that out. Yo, I'm telling you, Amtrak is on a whole nother level, especially if you can get one of those long distance Amtraks. But
Mommy said, I would take the grace. Oh man.
oh my goodness. But before we go on to
you flew Spirit before?
I flew Spirit and you know me, I'm like bougie on a budget. I cannot do that. Like I had all different type of problems on the Spirit. No, no, no. But they do, it is cheap to upgrade. I heard they got first class.
You can also upgrade your Spirit too by flying Spirit. So I mean, that's what you're trying to,
they pay for everything. Oh my goodness, we're having so much fun. You guys, let us know in the chat. This is so awkward because we would really like to hear your voice instead of us just talking. But let us know in the chat how y'all liking this new thing, us going live. What y'all really feel about this? Let us know in the chat how you feel. So also, love it. Oh, thank you, I mean. It's just like, okay, Sunshine, I cannot believe we are almost at the end of the year. My goal is to plan for next year this month, get organized in our finances, health, and household. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to touch on that a little more at the end, Sunshine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Let's make sure that we get this and we acknowledge it. Okay, thank you. So our last when it comes to real estate, even though this is not our property, for those of you who have been following us, you know that we have a rental in Virginia.
Oh, we got an interesting tell on this.
So that rental, okay.
If I can show them the screen.
Yeah, you might can show the screen, but you guys, okay, so you guys know that he is in the government space. So there's always hope that maybe he can go back to Northern Virginia. And we said, okay, if everything works out, we will definitely want to stay in that apartment because it's next to everything. But I'm telling you right now, so we got a renewal letter and that bad boy went up to $3,000. $3,000, y'all heard me. $3,000.
No, it increased.
Oh, yeah, increase. Yeah. Oh, did I say up? No, it's $8,000, y'all. $8,000 to rent the place. Are we using StreamYard? No, we're not using StreamYard. We couldn't get it to connect. It was something about the IP, and so we wanted to make sure we come on time. But no, we're definitely going to try that next time. But we was like, absolutely not. We're not paying 8 G's. So y'all, we really feel like our time in Northern Virginia is definitely coming to an end. We will not be renewing the lease. We have already seen. Oh, thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. We have definitely seen our fair share up there, but we will definitely. We're not doing that anymore. We have to pay until January. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about our finances and everything is being like pulled in like on one direction because. Okay. So because
here we go. I got it.
You have it?
All right, y'all. So this price they're saying for 5 months is $8,671.
Damn.
Or 1 month $8,671. If we do a whole year though, 6,670. 8 months, 7,199.
It
And on
ain't.
top of that, right, you got to factor in there's an additional $250 fee that you have to pay, and you have to pay for and do a home a background check that you have to pay for, and you have to do, of course, parking is $125 per vehicle. So I mean, it's crazy how it spiked like that, especially knowing that the shutdown
Hold
was going
on.
on.
We got some new people in the chat, T. Succeed by force. What's up? What's up?
Okay,
We've
okay.
been watching y'all, seeing y'all on the up and up. Happy for that. Well, we're happy that you have joined the chat. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you haven't heard and didn't read the description, if you have a goal, make sure you post it so we can acknowledge it at the end and after this live
But
goes
we also
down.
got corn paste.
Corn paste.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, T. Just
Shout
make
out
sure.
to corn paste. What's going
Mm-hmm.
on, corn paste?
Yeah. And can we just look? We have 14 people right now in the chat. Okay, first time going live. We have 14 people. Make sure y'all like it. Press the like button somewhere on your screen. I don't know
Hold
where
on,
it is.
wait. Somebody not surprised. I'm in the area. Okay.
Yep, that was speaking from the purple couch.
Okay.
Yep.
What city?
If you don't mind us asking in the DM near the DMV. If you don't mind, we're asking. Okay, sunshine. We have your December is
MD
busy.
is in the building. I see you. I see
You
you.
see him?
Yes, I
Oh,
see him.
hey, how
Yeah.
you doing? How you doing? So we're trying to catch the we're trying oh, but that's the okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah, it's
Did they?
really it's
Okay.
really
That's
expensive up
okay.
there.
So see it.
Born and
Oh,
raised
born
born
and
and
raised.
raised in
Okay.
yep. Those
Yeah,
prices are kind of
it's
crazy.
they
Um
did say like when we got there, they did say though that they were like, this is a special that y'all are getting, and I guess it really was a special
yeah.
with seeing how it shot up like that.
Yeah.
But did we ever tell them about the people that came to the door? We told about that.
Yeah, but the mask.
Yeah, so it's
Do
like dealing with something like that, and
yeah, it's just kind of
they did
weird.
absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
We told the rental office about the situation, but they looked at us like, all right, whatever. They didn't care.
Yeah, they definitely didn't care. They just went through a whole technological upgrade, and I guess all the tenants have to pay. We will not be one of those tenants, but we do have to pay until January. So, although one property is going to be rented at the end of this month, we still have three that are on the hook. Three that are on the hook. So yeah, that's definitely going to be something right there. So now we talk about our real estate. We're going to jump into our business, our businesses. Yes. So let's talk about that. T, you can start off with yours because mine is kind of long winded.
We'll go ahead with the long winded.
Oh, okay, we just talk about the long winded. I feel like I need some water. You can get we can get some water
I
here.
mean,
I need some. Yeah, you do yours while I go get some water because I look. I'm talking too much.
they don't want to hear about my business
They
with
do want to hear
that
about
military
hero
stuff.
They want to hear about hero hire.
Hero hire. Let's talk about that a little bit. So when I was working on the installation, I was tasked. This is where I started. I was tasked to do a job that was outside of my scope as a contractor. And they told me, hey, you were in the military before, so come on, do it as a duty, to your country. And they tasked me in the contract where it's different. They tried to get me to do it with no extra pay. So I'm like, you can't just help me do it and no extra pay, right? But they're like, come on, think about the military, all the nights you serve, the sacrifice and all that. So I was like, this is just one time. And the task was a huge task to the point I saw the gaps and how much it was needed. And so I took that and did a spin with it. And that's when I created my own company from doing it. And it was very profitable. It jumped kind of fast, to be honest, because I went ahead and did the flyers, like business cards, and shout out to MD because he basically is just like 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 a huge marketer for it. Like he's doing a lot of work, just letting all these other active duty folks and everybody know about the company too. And he'll be a part fully once he's out. He'll have a bigger role once he finished serving. But once the shutdown hit, it's like everybody, in government panic. And so with the company, it was more like I got a lot of hits, but it was like everybody kept, hey man, can you do this, for free for me? Even somebody close to me hit me up. Yeah, I understand. I gotta pay for the service. I'm trying to get this role. I'll book you. But then he texts me, can you do me a solid? Hey bro, can you do me a solid with the resume? I'm like, man, what just happened? I ain't got time to do solids, right now. So that's where things at right now, and just rebuilding. I'm going to each base, and like I said, MD's out there doing his thing on the base, spreading the word on top of that. So that's where we are, and it's Googleable now. So we literally Google like
Googleable.
veteran resume services. I actually pop up, so that's pretty cool.
Yep. So go check out T's website, herohiresolutions.com. If you know any veterans that may need that service, then please send them T's way.
Oh, one more thing with it too. But I'm probably going to end up doing is also making it a way where people can donate, so that way other veterans that keep coming that asking for the service for free, it can be covered. Probably try to work something like that.
Speaking from the Purple Couch, so thank you for your service.
I enjoyed it. Had fun. Volunteered for it. That's all. I got a lot out of it.
Can we just, for a second, before I talk about my business? So, speaking from the Purple Couch, just said it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment for $11,000, which plus electric, water, and parking.
Wait, that might be the same.
Yeah, Mike. What's the name of the?
Is that Windsor?
Is it by Windsor? Speaking from the Purple Couch, if you can put that in the chat, it's by Windsor, because we definitely,
because they told us that they had something that high.
Let us know if it's by them. And just FYI, if you don't have a real estate goal, that's fine. Just put any goal you have, right? So yep, just put any goal you have. Okay, so let's talk about the business. Let's talk about the my side of the house. So you all know, because we put it out on all of our channels, and we'll get into our channels in a second, but you all know that right now my business is carrying the weight of all of this, right? Just to be transparent. You guys know we're transparent. We're not going to beat around the bush. So what's going on right now is I lost one of my biggest contracts that I had, and it's over on my channel. That contract, just for full transparency, was worth over $200,000. Okay, so that is we're giving numbers. We're dropping numbers. We're dropping numbers. So
there was one that was over 200.
Yeah, it was one that was over $200,000. So
getting the numbers on the live.
Not the videos. Not the videos. We give you the numbers on the live. But that's a big blow, right? Because if you've been with us from the beginning, that you will know that T and I, we both lost our jobs, right? And to come into a contract like that was like, what in the hell, right? But it took a lot of trust. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of everything just to get that type of contract. And with that, that's how we were able to fund our lifestyle from February to right now. That's just the honest truth. So we saved up as much as we could save up. But I mean, you have to pay taxes. You have to make sure you're funding your retirement. There's a whole bunch of things you have to make sure that you are doing when you make that type of money. So that's what's happening right now. We are slowly seeing, well, not slowly, it's draining our accounts, and we are working on acquiring another contract, because this is just how it works. I will not be entering the what do you call the 9-to-5 life, the W-2 workspace. I will not be going there. I do not want to give up on my entrepreneurship journey. We do have another contract. That contract is somewhere, it was signed for $75,000, but I put in a change request to see if we can push that up to at least $120,000. And let us know if you're liking us giving out the numbers like this. I know this is not what you guys expected, but we just wanted to give you the numbers, and you're going to see more numbers come at you throughout this live, because this is what this is about. So we're trying to bring that up to $120,000 for that contract. I know that is nowhere near that. So if you do the quick math, you would know that my side of the house was 75,000 plus 200,000. That's $275,000 in what? In how many months? From February to October. How many months is that? I don't know. 7 months. 7 months. Yeah, he was reading 7 months. That's the type of money. That's the type of money we're talking about here. So, so we're gonna try to work on that.
Oh, right? Definitely talk with.
Okay.
Speaking from Purple Couch on that.
Okay, so hold on for one second. So as far as my business is going, T and I, we are in the middle of one of the biggest contracts of our life. The biggest contracts of our life, and that's why we have not been on here talking about the business. But I decided to come on live. I said, you know what, T, let's just give up the numbers, because this is full transparency. And if anybody's interested in what I do and want to talk more about what I do, we put this out here all the time. Book a call with us. Like, book a call. How come no one has taken up on a call? So I am more than willing to share what I do, to make this type of, I guess, money, right? But we are in the middle of one of the biggest contracts, trying to go in. We are definitely competing against a firm, because I'm a one-person show. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I've gotten the opportunity to sit before the CEO. So I'm definitely happy about that. I'm going to be releasing footage on that. So hopefully my big meeting is on the 7th, and you guys, I'm telling you, if I can get this will be a game changer. Everything will change overnight. I'm not gonna start crying, but it's just like, just see everything just come out and just off of this. Like, I'm telling you, when we say, where can we book a call? Put it in the chat. Hold on, I'll put it in the chat. This will be game changer. This will be the difference between us, all the struggling that we are doing. When we talk about struggling, we struggle. Everybody struggles different. No, I do not believe in living paycheck to paycheck. No, we're not throwing it out to anybody living paycheck to paycheck, but we do not believe in that. When we talk about our struggling, that means we have set a goal. This is where we hit. And if we fall below that, we start to get nervous. And right now we have significantly fell below that. That's why I keep saying, like, on any given month, we have to have 15 G's just for real estate, just to pay all these bills. So y'all know the numbers now. Now y'all know the numbers. Now we can move on. And now we happy about that, right? Mm-hmm. We happy about that. So that's what I said. We don't make a lot of money, but we're trying to be very strategic with the money that we do make. That's why we like to stand up businesses and, do extra streams of income. But I mean, we're only so many people. I mean, only so many people. We're only 2 people. We can only do so much. So yes, that contract took a major blow. Yes, when I'm telling you, it's going to be very, very tough. But during this time, since I am in the implementation space, if anybody knows about that, companies are not hiring in fourth quarter. They just don't. This is not. So if anything happens, it will be projected to January. So that's what we are projecting. We're going to speak it into existence. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing, T?
I'm T.
What? Yeah, T. That's T. T. T from VA.
I'm T.
T. Hey, how you doing, girl? No, I'm definitely trying to get over that. But yeah, so just pray for our business. Pray that it will be very profitable. We have a great belief in what we do. So I'm just really hoping.
The numbers, right, with the contract.
Yeah, huh?
You talking about the numbers just now, the contract?
Yeah, but I didn't tell him what the other contract is worth, because I wanna make sure that we get it, and then when we get it, we can then talk about some numbers.
Yeah, and
We can talk
like
about some
even
numbers
like
then.
in like Nova, it's expensive, as we talked about with the rent increase. But I mean, the contract there for myself, it's pretty decent sized contract. 470,000 for a contractor. Um, and right
How much?
now, 170.
Oh, okay.
So they right now it's still like I got a message I wanted to show with someone trying to like lowball for 130,000, and to some it may be like, that's $130,000, but like when you're in the contracting space, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. So the contractors, they always basically get, they get a lot more on for those government contracts. The website, what's that site, Jack? I can't remember what that site is, but it's a site where you go and bid on them, and you can literally see everything, how much everything is worth. Um, but anyways, they're making an arm and a leg off of contractors, and that's why with contractors you don't interview, and that's where a lot of veterans don't understand how to interview because they just do contract work. They literally will hit you up, if interested, you apply, or they sourcing and find you. It's like, hey, how much do you want to make? And people usually will get it. I don't know, because they don't know what they're willing to pay. But from a contractor side, you got to go ahead and do your research because you want to give that number. If not, you're gonna get lowballed, and that contracting company gonna already make an arm and a leg off of you. Then you got to factor in you're not getting no benefits, so that's included also. So they're making a killing off of you. What happens a lot too when they do low performance, because every year they get performance ratings. When they get those low performance, it's the opportunity for like a Native Hawaiian company or a veteran-owned company to swoop in and basically take that contract and just bid lower than them. Uh, but the thing with contract, like I said, it always pays more, and that's why I like contract side. The GS system has literally a pay structure, so you'll see what a pay structure is. Like DS9, for example, you may make $59,000 in one place or even less compared to doing contract work where you're going to be making at least 120 and more. And they're both subject to being, laid off at the end of the day. So that's a bit like I probably have to do a video on contract work and just show the websites and what to find the contracts, what to see, um, how much it's costing for the contract. All that stuff is public record. It's created. It's all public record out there for contract work.
Yep. We have 21 people in the chat. Um, what's the main factor in y'all getting these contracts over others? Just lowballing? Actually, no, we don't lowball at all. That's a very good question. Succeed by force. No, we don't lowball at all. Actually, we're pretty. I don't know, right? I don't know if we're higher than the others or not, but we come in at our price, and I think it's well, it's not. I think what I've been told is because of our level of expertise. We have a very specialized skill, and companies are willing to pay for that particular skill. I could tell you, even when from my last contract, when I went into that meeting, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was working at Accenture, and you guys know this, right? I put it out on my channel. I was making what 128,000, but bonuses came around and moved up to maybe 135 or whatever like that. Okay, so just do the math on that. What is that, like 54 an hour? So it took a lot of courage because I'm like, well, maybe I just need to make 100 grand. But when I did my research and I seen, because in Accenture I was on the requisition side. So I was a part of those meetings and I would see the numbers and I'm like, yo, y'all, how am I making $54 an hour, but you charging me, Jackie, 300 plus to the client? So I already knew. I was like, oh, hell no, there's a big discrepancy. And if they're willing to pay that type of money, I said, okay, well, then I'll just go in lower than what the Accenture, the Deloittes of the world, and all of them would do. And I would come in at a price. And I could do that because I'm a one person show and I don't have all that overhead. So to run my company, I'm talking about y'all, it's less than like $300 a month. And I think I'm exaggerating that. So that's how that's how all that works. But no, to your question, we don't lowball at all. Where do you get your specialized skills from? From previous employment or self-taught? Previous employment, and some of it is definitely self-taught. But what I always encourage is definitely use a job for what it is. It's a job, right? And you want to be a grubber of knowledge. You want to rub elbows with the right people if you're able to rub elbows with the right people. And what I did when I was at Accenture is I always was in the room with the sales team. I was always in the room with MDs and higher. If you're in the consultant space, you definitely know what I'm talking about. And I would be that person because I was considered a SME because I'm in the global payroll space. And they didn't know how to make the sale when it came to payroll because they didn't know anything about payroll. They were just used to saying blah 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 blah, the consultant jargon. So when they brought me in there and I can speak to the client like, oh well, yeah, so this is what's happening, and these type of files are not doing this upstream, downstream activities, and really getting into the details because those are the people that were cutting a check. They was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's exactly who we need. And so I was the person that was helping out the global payroll department, which is now going out of Accenture, make those deals. I was the person in the room. So that's how I got a lot of my experience from it. Interesting to see you do contract work as we used to do government contracts too. Expertise, reputation is important. We had a rocky start, but got a lot of referrals. Yes, and your network will definitely come in handy. Referrals. I had one person refer me to a major firm, and that's how it all catapulted. Like I'm very active on LinkedIn. I'm always speaking, especially in the change management space. I'm always speaking on that. I'm always speaking on AI and all that other stuff. So I make myself known out there. Yep. He said we're go getters. Yep. He
So
wanted to know about your specialized skill too.
for me, it's about specialized skills.
Yeah.
I
Where
thought it
did
was
you?
about getting
Yeah.
getting out into work.
Where did you get your specialized skill from? Previous employment or self-taught?
That is previous employment from serving in the army, being HR, and also being a recruiter in the army, and then a combination also because of education, and that's where I'm going for a doctoral of management, and my emphasis is in leadership. So I learned a lot with education, and that led me to branch off into the Intel space. So I worked in Intel, even though I'm HR. I've done like work as a management analyst. I've done a lot of analysis for different companies and things like that. So it's really just a combination of things. And I would say going back, it's really about just knowing your worth at the end of the day because these companies are just out for themselves. So it's about realizing, you know what, they trying to take care of them, but I got to take care of me also. Okay, used to work at Fort Belvoir. Okay, yeah, I was there. Okay, yes, I was there. Okay,
That's
okay,
where he
nice,
was.
nice, nice. So it's about just knowing your worth and not letting people lowball you. We just throwing stuff out here. So like
This turned into a
I
whole nother
got
type of live,
one
but
of the
I'm liking this.
offers. One of the offers that I got was like a literally like a smack in the face. So I'm noticing like companies will post certain salary range, but then when you ask for it, especially at the top, they question, okay, why you ask for it? For number one, you put that in your range. Number two, I'm overqualified based on your qualifications, if that's what you're really looking for. But then what they'll do is they'll eliminate that salary and be like, oh, that wasn't, up there. It was an area, it wasn't approved from our budgeting people. And so they hit me with $18.50 an hour. You talking about going from making over 100,000 off a contract, and you talking about $18 bro. Sometimes it's not. People say anything is better than nothing, but come on, like absolutely not. And putting all this work, for that
Hold
you
on,
don't start.
hold on. Okay, so shout out to at Carlicia. We see you out there. Hey family, how you doing? How you doing? We seen you enter the chat.
Okay.
Oh, a new one. We have someone new. At what is it? Tia Hen 2182. Please excuse us if we got it wrong. I just like the live. I voted for y'all to do a live at 8 p.m. and was still late. Oh my goodness. Girl, we was late. We was late to our own live too. But it is good. It's
Checking
good.
in from the DMV. Okay,
Yes,
nice,
yes.
nice,
Check
nice.
in from the DMV. Hey, how you doing out
You
there?
know, I'm originally from the DMV. That's what's crazy. A lot of people don't know that I'm originally from the DMV. That's where I
Okay.
was born.
No, but I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm glad we can be open and transparent with everyone. This is a very open space. I don't know if this is what you guys were expecting this to be, but going forward, if you are new here, we
What
are
is y'all?
we are
All
going
this
to be
DMV
doing
is.
this every single month. Every single month going forward, you're going to have this meet and greet unstructured type of engagement with the Justice family. Just come and just let's have a conversation,
Let's go
and set
into
goals.
what's next. Let's go into talk about the channels.
Okay, the channels. Oh my gosh! So this is like y'all. We are so happy, and we talking about numbers too. T, we gonna talk about the numbers too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, y'all, we pulling back the numbers on our channels. Okay, so um, this is a very exciting thing, as you can tell. But let's just go over some of the stats, and you can get up the numbers while I go over the channel. While I start with the main channel, get the number for the main channel.
That's not it. That's for yours.
No,
That is
this is
ours.
yeah, the justice. I don't have the numbers like the dollar amount. Okay, so y'all, Justice
Let's
Family.
hit those.
Uh-huh.
Let's hit those
Okay.
there.
So the Justice Family. Okay, so let's just start off with our YouTube journey. Our YouTube journey for the last couple of months, we have not been even hitting $100. And in order to get paid out on YouTube, y'all, you have to make $100 and you have to hit that threshold in order to get paid out for the next month. So we hadn't been doing anything. But something in October with us, we said, you know what? Although we take our channels very, very seriously, we said we have to step it up. We have to step it up. We have to bring more value. We have to pull back the layers on our life. We have to start talking, telling our truth to our community. I don't want people to think that we have it all together because we don't always have it all together. So we did it. October 1st in the Justice Family channel, we released over 10 videos this month. 10 videos. This is coming up from just releasing four, what was it, six from the previous month, 10 videos. Of those 10 videos, y'all, 8 out of the 10 has gotten over 1,000 views. So every time we're dropping a video, we're getting over 1,000 views. And if you look at our channel, we're a relatively small channel. And speaking of channel, T, we didn't cross what? 3,000
Yes,
subscribers.
3,000.
3,000 subscribers. Give it up, y'all.
It's so funny because like we would go back and we was looking at some old videos and we was like, dang, that was us.
Ooh.
Those are
Yeah,
them videos.
our videos suck. Thank you.
They
Thank you for the
suck.
shout
It's
out,
just,
go getters.
you
Yes.
know, it's just not this, not where it's at now.
Yeah.
Say. I'm gonna say it suck, you know.
Yep.
Talk about
It's
that.
just definitely not on the same level as it used to be.
No.
Nowhere near.
Everybody
But
got to start from somewhere.
yeah, you got to start from somewhere.
But it was interesting because with that, we got together one day and was like, it was Jack's idea. She was like, hey, let's just record our layoff story. And I was like, I don't want the world to know my layoff story.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, come on, give it a shot. And so we went upstairs, we sat down on the couch, and we recorded it. And when we were done, we watched it. I'm like, Jack, you can't put that out. I look bad on that thing. That ain't going now.
Yeah.
We both looking bad on that for real.
We were sitting back.
Talk about humiliation, right? I'm like, nah, we can't do that. And she's like, come on, we just gotta put it out here. Let's just see what happens. And she put it out there, and next thing you know, that thing blew up.
Blew
And
up.
is what happened, with how bad we look. That truly showed because there was a lot of people coming for our necks in the comments. It
Yep.
was like, it was like, girl, you gotta leave him.
Hmm.
That guy got laid off. What type of man gets laid off? Guys not supposed to get fired from jobs. They were just going off. They were going off, and just it was a mess, but it just boom. We saw the views and the views and the views, and we were like, you know what? At the end of the day, we getting all these views like this. What if we get monetized? And it literally just happened, just like that off of that video. And
Yep.
so fast forward, and now, you know, Justice Family now, we branched did our own thing, and this month as well, my channel got monetized as well as Jack channel got monetized.
Yep.
So
So it was so funny because we were talking to somebody just, not too long ago, and they were asking us, so what is the goal, monetary goal for the channel? I said, look, if we can get to at least $1,000 off of YouTube, then that will be good. And y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, we just did it. We spoke that thing into existence, y'all. We spoke it into existence. Y'all know we've been going through it. We lost the contract, and I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'm not going to let this set us back. I went on my channel, T went on his channel. We already had our channels, wasn't doing nothing. We said, you know what? Whatever. If we're going to put it out there, we just going to put it out there. We put it out there. People resonated. Some people.
no, it was reversed this time. Because initially you was like, let's put this out of here and put the video out. I was like, I ain't putting that out. But now this time with the layup, I put out my video and I told Jack to put out hers. And she said this. She said the same thing that I said, and I'm not putting that out there.
No, because it's embarrassing, y'all. Like, I mean, it's like, it's because, I mean, I don't ever want to do, and this is for the people that know us. Like, I don't want us to be in a negative light or look bad, because I mean, it was T's layoff, but I didn't want to come across as being selfish, even though I felt like I'm not being selfish. But I do feel a lot of pressure, and that's just being honest. I feel a lot of pressure because the business has to turn so much money. What if it can't? I mean, it's not sustainable. Let's be real. It's not sustainable. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but it's not sustainable. Um,
But I was prepared for the comments this time, though. I was prepared, y'all, this time because first, like I said, they were going in. I already was prepared this time. Go ahead, talk about, say something about my nappy head, talk about my dusty
yeah, because I
braids.
mean,
I was prepared this second go around for
yeah,
for the people. So
because
you know,
we didn't know what we was gonna do. Honestly, when that contract got cut, we didn't know what we was gonna do. I
it's
mean,
a
like you
big,
said,
it's a big
we can only save
contract.
so much money, and we were already trying to catch up from the other tenant and all this other stuff. We don't like to use credit cards. We don't like to use just full transfer. We don't do credit cards. So everything we're doing, we're paying in cash. So you have to wait on whenever the client pays. Sometimes they want to act all funny. I mean, one of our clients didn't even pay until 15 days after the due date. Like, I mean, come on now. You got to chase down the money and all this other stuff. It's not a consistent thing. But y'all, I'm telling you, like, I had thoughts in my head. Like, I was about to say, you know what? The bank, take the house. I don't care. Just take everything. Just take everything. That's how I felt. I felt like when I start to feel a lot of pressure, that's just how I feel. I just didn't want anything. So I had to come back to reality and tell myself, like, no, Jack, no T, like, we work very hard for this. Let's just transition. What do we have control over? And the one thing that we did have control over, creative control, was our YouTube channel. And we said what we wanted to make. And y'all, we are going to exceed that goal. We wanted to make $1,000 this month across all three channels. We will be making over 12, and that's still counting. So anything is possible. If you want to get on YouTube, if you want to start a channel, it is all possible. You can do that. You can do that. You don't have to believe what people say you can't do. But our channel, before that video hit, mine was at 50. T was at 30 subscribers. I was at 50 subscribers. I've been putting out videos, and I just said, you know what? I'm telling my truth, whether people like it or not. And I told my truth. It resonated, and that thing took off. If you get online, you tell your truth, who you are. People like authenticity. Tell people what you are about. That's all you got to do. It's not even that difficult, just like how we doing right here on this live. Like, yeah, we giving up a lot of our information, but this is going to help somebody because there's been people that have been rolling with us from the beginning. We've been on this YouTube. It takes a lot of guts, to be honest. It does not put you in a negative light, but it does bring the haters out the closet. Yeah, Lindy, see, you right, it will bring the haters out the closet, but you know how T and I are. We got our combat. Where are hater glasses on? Where are hater glasses? We know how to deal with the haters, right? And if we're going to deal with a hater, y'all already know we are going to expose them and we're going to bring it to our platform.
Hold
So
on, wait. You know what? We on live. Like I said, we putting stuff out here. Y'all,
can y'all show
you
the
got the email from the video with the guy that stole our content, the guy, the chameleon, the guy that thought he was me, and I think he thought he was Jack also. But we got the
maybe he was calling
email
me
from
Sarah.
YouTube, and it showed how they gave him that warning. Let me go and find it. They gave him 7 days, because that's the one that we filed. I know I had emailed it to you, I believe, Jack. Let's see which one. Let's go to YouTube. You pulling it up?
No, I'm just Tia Hen 2182. Yeah, it's 1200, not 12,000. But we gonna speak 12,000
Whoa,
into
12,000.
existence too. It's 1200.
I've been doing
It's
YouTube every
1200.
single day.
No. It's 1,200. It's $1,200. But yeah. So we
I
we
don't
like
know
to
if
show.
it can be seen.
Yeah, they can see. Hold on, let me
Uh,
see.
I
Okay.
don't know. There's no PI.
No, there's no
That's
PII.
right. Yeah,
If you hear T, there's no
I'm
PII.
so used to
Look at
showing
that.
worlds, y'all.
Tell
It's,
us if you
I think
can
it's
see that.
blurry.
It's kind of blurry.
Yeah,
Okay.
they ain't gonna be able to see it. But
But
they can say request resolved at least.
it says request resolved. This is the email from YouTube and they struck his channel. That's what that means. They struck his channel.
Because they realized, they saw that the guy didn't look like me. We didn't look alike. I don't think he looked like Jack neither. Jack was talking about how she Beyonce when she throwing the wigs, or Keisha Cole when she transformed. I don't think he looked like neither
Look,
one
let
of
me
them
tell y'all
niggas.
something. And shout out to Why and Lindy C for having me bring my wigs out the woodworks. I'm gonna be bringing that out. And Country T is in the building, so she knows me. She know I will pull out a wig. She knows I will pull out a wig in a minute. So yes, we're definitely gonna be bringing some more people on stage. See, how you feel about me wanting to wear wigs?
Same thing that I said. It be, some people used to transform to Tyson, so they got punched. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm Roy Jones fighting, or I'm Bruce Lee. Then you get hit and you realize that ain't me. That ain't me.
My
It ain't
goodness.
it.
Oh my goodness. So yes, we took down someone that stole our content because that's who the Justice Family is. That's what we do. You will not come on here and try to steal our content and then think it's yours. That's the right way to do
No, I'm
reactions.
saying there's a way to do reaction videos.
Yes.
That was not the right.
That one was not it. He was not a thing or anything like that. So that's our
We're gonna go over the personal channels real quick.
and so for just to go over our personal channels, T, just run down your stats real quick. But that's how much we made on YouTube, money wise and stuff like that. How much you
Somebody, she said you having a good old time tonight, Jay. I don't think I've seen you.
really, really? Oh my goodness, I laugh
Wow.
all the time. I'm having a really great time. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Like
Let's go, Lindy. See, I like that.
Would
Let's
that say
go.
let
Let's go.
let us
Yes,
go for
I like that. I like that.
1,000 per channel first?
Let's get it.
We gonna get it. We gonna get it. 1,000 per channel. Yes. Shoot. Then I don't have to deal with client work and all that other work and all that other stuff. One thing I forgot to mention about the business on my side that I'm skimming back on client work. So I'm only doing meaningful client work. So that means high price tag clients, minimal work. That type of work does exist. I'm doing it right now for one of my clients right now, even though it's it is what it is with the price. But for that one, we work 20 hours a week, if that. So that's the type of money I want to make. Oh my goodness, am I blurry right
Yeah, something you just did. You transformed. You did what that guy did. We became
now? Yeah,
chameleons.
Yeah.
Good stuff,
Um,
high price, less work.
yeah. Yeah. I think it's just our side. Yeah. I don't think I'm blurry. I don't think I'm blurry.
Are we blurry?
Are we blurry, y'all? Let us know if we're blurry. Oh no, we're
There
not.
we go.
Oh, it
Okay.
was me. It
There
was
we
me.
go.
I don't know what was happening.
Okay.
They see they're not used to us going live, so they trying to shut down our live over here. So what was we talking
You
about?
can't say shut down with what just happened to that guy.
No, well,
Jack over here throwing shots. Y'all see that?
what was I just talking about? Oh, the business. So yeah, so I'm moving forward. I'm going to be doing one-on-one coaching. I'm going back to that. I'm going back to the individual because working for big corporations and stuff like that, it gets really exhausting, and they think they own you and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that. So, and I really want to do more meaningful work. And as you guys know, I am in the change management AI space. So AI is doing a whole bunch of things with that. So I mean, if you are interested in that, just hop on a call with me and let
It's
me know.
tough when you work for those big corporations. I used to work
Thank
for
you. Thank you,
a
speaking
bank
for
before joining the army. I worked for this bank, y'all, and it gets exhausting working for the big corporations because one day the director was upset, right? And she used to carry around this huge yardstick, and she came and was like, whoosh, she put it in my face just like that because she was so upset and angry at everybody. She was put it in my face, put it in the next person's face, and it's like,
Thank you,
I
Lola
don't want
Lauren
to
in the
deal
building.
with
T.
you
Laura
know
Lauren.
stuff like this, in corporate. It gets a headache. That was a very interesting role working at the bank too at that time because yeah, it's crazy because when you're young, they used to tell us to basically when houses were getting, I was in the loss mitigations, and so when houses were getting taken, the paperwork that people would send in, they would tell us to say that we didn't get the paperwork. So they'll tell us get on the phone, tell the people that y'all didn't get the paperwork. And the reason that we'll say that we didn't get it because now the bank will do like a cash for keys. They'll send out the letter, hey, we're offering you $100 for you not to damage the place and to just move out. It's a very, very, very dirty game. And to do that, they used to give us bonuses to do stuff like that. So
Thank,
corporate world stuff like that is some of that stuff. It's just terrible.
thank you. I told you, Laura London is in there. Please try to say lives so I can watch them. I read that wrong. Why me? No, 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 no. It will be saved. It's gonna be saved after this. Um, definitely, because why me is says that she has to leave.
Right, doggy
She has
dog
a hard
world.
stop, I think, at
Can't trust
9:30.
corporate.
So definitely, we're tracking. We definitely will save this. This will be a thing. If we don't catch you by the time you leave by me, thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. Oh, we got $3.
Right,
Shoot.
and put
They
$3
done gave
up in
us a
there.
super chat, a
Uh-oh. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm
y'all.
about to go get me some hot chips from the store or something
Oh my
now.
goodness, y'all, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate that. We reinvest. This is a way that we can offer different. We can offer people free
Corporate scenarios
services.
to
That's
avoid
where
the
T was getting
nightmares.
to. This all goes to donations, so we can help out. The vets and everything like that. That's how I'm able to offer 1 hour sessions to people. Next month, I will be announcing it on my personal channel, but since we're all right here, I'm gonna open up so many time slots, 1 hour time slots, so you can come and have a chat with me about whatever you want to have a chat with. And I'm very transparent. T tells me all the time, you give up way too much information. They're not gonna come back. They will come back. They will come back. Cause they will.
I say you give out way too much information, because a free consultation shouldn't be over an hour. That's more like just giving away your time, basically. Consultation for an initial, free meeting should be no more than 15, 20 minutes. Then after that, it should pay for the information.
Yeah. But next month or this month we did say hopefully we can open up a few more
Now,
slots. But stick together, y'all will be fine. People nosy, they'll come back, but too much time. Your time is money. Exactly.
Time
You
is
know what?
money.
And you know, I have no problem. I'm glad you said that. I have no problem helping anybody. I'm an open book. But let me tell you something. There's a difference when people are just trying to sniff out information to try to, like, run up on you. And I have been getting so many of that. That's what T is talking about. I don't
Yep, it
have
happened the same thing with somebody
same
called
thing with
me.
him trying to take over his business and all this other stuff. Like, we don't have time for that foolishness. We have, if you want to have like a legitimate conversation, because I do offer those. I offer those. Those are called power hours, where we just talk. Like, we're talking. Like, I would have a conversation with you. That's one thing. But don't try to book my service and then you're like, oh well, and then I tell you my price, and then you're like, oh well, oh my gosh, and well, I
Then
gotta
it
talk.
goes.
I gotta talk to this
I
person. I
gotta
gotta
talk
talk to
to.
my wife. I gotta talk. Like, dude, you should have talked. I'm gonna need you to talk to your wife before you even have a conversation with me, right? Don't come here and then I start throwing out numbers and then you start. This is not a cheap service. That's why I don't really offer it to the individual, and I make big corporations pay for that. But I do know that I'm going to have to really bring it down. But I want to offer the same level of service for an individual. So that's where we're at with that. Yes, let's make sure we hit the like button and the notifications so we know when they post. Yes, please turn on your notifications, and also the settings on your phone. Make sure you turn that on, because if that's turned off, you still won't get the notification for from who does people? YouTube. Sorry. Oh, people nosy. Yeah, they are nosy. Corporate
Hmm.
married to board director. Yes,
You said
exactly.
people know they succeed by force. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people definitely know, especially neighbors. They be so nosy.
Yep, 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 yep. Thank you.
We
Thank you
had
for
we had
that.
this neighbor, y'all. Oh God, we had this neighbor, right?
I think
Yeah,
it's
and it's funny
fulfilling.
because we named him Spy. That was the funniest neighbor ever until we met him
I hope he ain't
one
on this
day
live. You talking about?
and we found out he was really a spy.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was a
It's so
real
crazy.
spy. And we called him Spy. He would like peek out the windows at us and everything, and we could just see it up there. And I'm like, this dude is watching me. He's literally spying on me. I
I'm
go
ready.
outside, like say, this guy mysteriously comes outside at the same time, and he's looking, and I'm like, let me see if this guy gonna speak. He even speaks. So I gotta speak first, and then he'll pretend you don't see it. Then, oh hey, and then he was a real legit spy. So
Yep, yep. So I think that, so that's all that we have. Of course, our channels have grown. We're going to release videos, high quality, impactful videos. This
over
is
1,500, we've grown
Yeah,
over
we
1,500
grown over
YouTube
1,500
channels.
on my channel, T's channel, same
I
thing.
got 135,000 views
Yeah,
within a month.
yeah.
Um,
It's just really amazing what can happen when you really put your head in your mind to something and you want to succeed. Like, it is a real thing. So definitely we will definitely be going forward with YouTube, because it is a viable income stream as of right now. It definitely is, and you can make as much or as little money as you want from YouTube. So let's talk about, before we step into the community shout outs, let's talk about life, like behind the scenes. I mean, we didn't gave you behind the scenes, right? But we've been doing it this whole time. But let's just talk about where our mindset is. So, October, it had many major blows in October, but it also had a lot of good things happen. At first, when that happened to T, we were in a really bad place, and we almost gave up on YouTube. And that's just to be honest, because we was like, okay, no, this ain't it. But what this does for us, it gives us a platform to be able to speak to you all and to have a community outside of just ourselves, because it is just T and I. Every decision we make is just T and I, but we do listen to our community and we really appreciate you guys. That's why we always tell you and shout you all out. So where we're at in our mind, on our mindset right now, we're just going to continue to do us. And we tell people all the time, we're not for everybody. Like, we're really not, and we're not even trying to be for everybody. We're trying to carve out our own distinct path. We're really trying to be those people who are legitimate, because we are legitimate, and we just want to be forthcoming. There's nothing wrong with having transparency out here. If you want to give up some information, just give it up. I mean, if you ask, we tell you. Obviously, we do have there's some information we can't give because we do, you just we cannot give. But if we can give it, we definitely will give it to you all. As far as myself goes, I'm going to continue to work on myself and work on my mindset, not get so irate, because I know there's a lot of videos where you see me getting, I like to call it excited, because I am getting excited. But I'm really a calm, chill person. Just like how you see me right now, this is me on an everyday basis. It's just that sometimes I allow, and I never say someone makes me angry, because you allow people to get you angry. And even at 37, I still like, I can do as much, woosah and all this other stuff and talk to myself saying, oh, I won't let the person get me upset. But some things just do get me upset. And I take it very, very personal. And I really don't need to, because I mean, this is online, and we just need to understand that this is online. These people would never, ever come out their face to you in person. And I just have to remember that. And I think I'm working on it. Let me know in the chat if you guys think I'm working on that. Let me know right now in the chat if you think I'm working on that. But I definitely want to continue doing that, and I just want to be happy, in my life, in my family, and everything like that. I don't want to be stressed out about work, about these different clients and stuff. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. That one client, the my large client that I'm not working for anymore. You know what? At the end of the day, I never thought I would be happy, but I was telling T, I was like, look, I don't care. Like after, of course, I cared in the moment, but after all that, I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like I don't know. Something just hit me. I don't care. Oh well, it was meant to happen. Everything that happens is meant to happen. It's meant to happen. I'm no longer going to interfere with things that are meant to happen, because I'm a planner. I like to do things. I like to always have my hand on things, but I have to learn how to step back. That's what my issue is. And also just identifying that I have that as an issue. It's like, well, what do they call that? Type A personality. I can admit that. Like, I do have that. I like to be in like control, kind of. I guess it is kind of control. I'm not a control freak, but I definitely like things to be planned out. I can't do things like on whim. I mean, I can do this on whim, but I'm just saying, like, things when it comes to like serious things, I like things to be planned out and for me to know. But sometimes you can't always be like that, because what it causes me to miss out on opportunities. And another thing, when it comes to the people side, um, I think I have to have a little bit more trust than I do in people. And someone told me this a few days ago, actually. Shout out to you who told me that. And they said that you have to start to trust a little bit more people. I understand that people hurt you in your past, but you have to, everybody is not the same. And that is true. Everybody is not the same. Um, Thank you, Tia. Thank you for that. Everybody is not the same, and I just can't judge, even if it does appear like what I experienced in the past. I can't just judge that person just because somebody have done me wrong and it had similar things. Now that does not mean I'm going to be naive to the fact. I'm definitely, my guard is definitely going to be up. I tell you all the time, I'm a Virgo. If you know a Virgo, you know a Virgo. But I'm definitely going to be on guard. But I definitely can't. I have to start to let people in, because the more and more you close people out, the more and more lonely and things, it all bottles up. And that's what you've seen when I came to my channel. It was all bottled up. I mean, I couldn't talk to T because T is going through what he's going through. I'm going through what I'm going through. It's a real thing. And anytime I feel like it's pressure on me, that's what's going to happen. And I don't want it to be like that, because we should be able to have a conversation. Things happen all the time. And we have a marriage, and we took a vow, and we said, like, there is no way that we're going to leave each other over money. We're not going to let some contract stop this union. We're not going to let this apartment, all these bills, just stop everything we have built together. I mean, that makes zero sense. We can't do that. And we can't even allow people to come in and just say, hey, well, you need to leave them and stuff like that. I'm no, we're not leaving each other. We're sticking together. That's how we have built up what we have built up, because we have stuck together and we are on the same playing field. So that's how everything works out. And that's what I'm working on. And of course, my health. Um, um, I understand that I need to work on some things as far as my health and my weight and all that other stuff, because I have to be able to live a long life, and I can't keep doing that if I'm overweight and stuff like that. So that's definitely a priority that I'm going to be working on going forward. And honestly, when I work out and stuff, I feel so much better. T will tell you, like I feel I'm like such a different person. Like when I'm working out and I'm really focusing on myself. I think I just put a lot of pressure on myself for no apparent reason. I don't know why I do that. I've been doing that since I was younger, but I really need to stop that, because too much pressure can stress you out, and then you end up having a heart attack, and you sitting there looking all crazy because you didn't cause yourself to get a heart attack. So I know I said a lot. um, oh, you're a Virgo too, so you know what I'm talking about. Speaking from the purple couch, you know DCT's face. So you know what I'm talking about. I cannot look. I look. That's all I say. I'm a Virgo. I try to work on it. Um, I cannot skip my morning workout. You'll end up living it. I'm 49. I know. I really do. I really do. Like I really do. I make up every excuse, but I'm gonna start doing that and holding myself accountable, because it has really gotten out of control over the years. And I'm one of those people. It's like, okay, well, if it's not working, I'm not doing it. Like instant results, especially when it comes to like weight loss. Like I'll never forget what T told me one day, and I was like so upset, so upset, so upset. But it was so true. In the military, they just say, and if you're in the military, you know exactly. He said, if you can't push your own weight, then you are overweight. And that hurt my feelings, because I told you I'm a Virgo, I'm very sensitive. And I was like, oh no, you're not talking to me like that. Like, what do you mean I can't push my own weight? But y'all, when I got down on that floor and I could not push up my own weight, it made me feel a certain type of way. But when I went back and I actually thought about it, like, look, Jackie, you have to be able to push up your own weight. You put that weight on, you have to be able to push up, push down, and get that weight off. No one put it on you. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on my weight loss, and so I can definitely feel better. Thank you, Succeed by Force. That's what I'm going to be focused on, and especially not stressing about money. Money will come, you guys. Money will come. I'm a strong believer in money will come. You will attract what you want to bring in. We have never had that scarcity mindset. Even when we had low funds, our bank account said hell to the no. But our mindset was definitely, okay, we're going to acquire this. We're going to acquire that. We're going to acquire this. So definitely, yes, that's a yes for me. T, you want to talk about your life? Yeah. You moved. Yeah. We're about to go into the goals, y'all. We're about to go into the goals. Shout out the goals. So T, just what you're going to work on just outside of business and whatever. I went over health and stuff.
My life, I'm here. I appreciate being here. Um, I like to enjoy every day, because I never know what could be your last day. Especially, you know, you lose a lot of people. That's something that you learn. Just really appreciate every day, and that's why I do what I do. That's why I would like shout out to all my family out there and everything like that.
Yeah,
I
because we
really
don't
do
have it.
appreciate everybody out there. So I want to get into these goals.
Yep. So now we're going to get into the goals, what you all been waiting for from the beginning. Thank you, everybody who has put their goals in the chat. You see two over there, right here. If you click it, you can go over it. So tab two. So you just do the goals, T, because I've been talking for a lot, and I need some water.
Okay, speaking from the purple couch. That's an interesting name, by the way.
Where did you come up with that name, by any chance? That is.
Yeah.
Purple's my favorite color too. So Just FYI.
Goal one, find other forms of income. I'm furloughed as well. No,
No.
no, that sucks. So, with other forms of income, um, there's a lot of options out there. Upwork is pretty big, has a lot of solid opportunities using Upwork.
Fiverr and
Um,
stuff.
yeah, I think that's really good. Then, of course, you know, real estate thing. Of course, that's another form of income out there. I wouldn't. A lot of people like to talk about like those delivery apps, but with those delivery apps and things, it's becoming like so competitive um, with them, and then there's wear and tear on the vehicles and stuff like that. Um, Other forms of income. What else would you say for other forms, Shay?
I would say tap into your skill set, like what you are good at, because that's exactly how I did it, and create a matrix of potential things you want to do that is related to that and that you actually enjoy doing that. And if you do need help with that, speaking from the purple couch, let's just hop on a call. Like let's have a working session.
Favorite color,
Mine too.
conversational topic.
That's my favorite color too. Let's have a working session. Let's work through it. I mean, like I said, we can
Yeah,
definitely do
it's
this together.
just tap into this because whatever you're even doing, or I know you furlough whatever you were doing, look into it for doing that for yourself.
Yep.
That's how I started out with my company. I was like, "Oh, I'm doing this for them. Why can't I do this for myself and make the money since they're making the money off of me by me doing it for them?" So I would just look into that also, and then start learning about real estate with no money down.
Okay. Are you a veteran by any chance? Speaking from the purple couch, just wondering if you because there's definitely options. There's definitely many options out there to get into real estate without
But
no
before
money
even
down.
another option too can go to landlords. Look into no,
She's
just work with veterans of my dad. Okay, so another option with real estate without even owning it, you can go to properties and go on Airbnb, and you can offer to be their host.
yeah, the co-host.
So you can be a co-host of the properties. So that way you're in real estate now and you're making money off of it. So that way then you getting your foot in the door. You'll see, learn the ins and outs, and then you can branch off into. It's not called nurse finders no more. What is it called?
Furnish finders.
Furnish finders. And kind of do the same thing in a sense. And you can do it for do more into like corporate leasing world also. So I would definitely say start with that Airbnb route just to be those co-hosts and
And she's in the DMV area. So speaking from the couch, so when we were up there, there are a lot of apartment complexes up there that allows you to do rental arbitrage. And T and I, we were definitely looking into that. So you might want to, if you want to get into that area, because we were in the rental arbitrage space, that's why we can speak from it.
all right, succeeded by force. We catch you next
All
time.
right, thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
All right, thank you. But if you want to go into something like that, then that is definitely something that you can look into, and it's very reasonable. You can definitely make a decent profit up there because we was like, oh dang, we should do this. So if you wanted to do something like that, okay. So Lindy C, you have a couple of goals. Okay, so goal number one, to manage your time better and be more disciplined, organized, so I can get things done. Okay, okay. And with that goal, Lindy C, have you thought about what you're going to do to be able to do that? Like,
I have a time management tool actually. I have a time management tool that's really good. That's something that I use. It really is helpful for to balance my day out. And on it, it's just breaking down. Okay, I know I'm getting up at from 5 to 6:30 or whatever. Working out and things like that. From 7 to 8. All right, I'm focusing on eating breakfast, whatever the case. Then from 8 to whatever I'm focused on these hours in school, then these hours are put into working things like that. I think using the time management tool is really helpful, and just very detailed one. It's definitely helpful with managing time. Just look at it and follow, and then it's going to become kind of second nature because it's going to be repetitive. All right, I know I'm doing this and this, but just build it out for the week. Telling you that thing is so helpful using those tools.
Hmm. Yep, time blocking and all that other stuff. Another one for Lindy C. She said, I need to work on my fitness. So that is a big one for next year. But I can start this month. Am not overweight, but am not fit. Okay, Lindy C, you put it out there. We're gonna start this month, myself included. Yes, T,
Uh
I'm start.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So we're gonna start this month. If y'all want to get on that weight loss or toning fit journey, we are starting this month and we are going to check in next month to see how we are doing on that, and we're making progress towards that. So you definitely have a workout buddy here. Oh, we got a thumbs down for that. What? We got a thumbs down. Um, but whatever. So, but definitely for that one. All right. So sunshine. I cannot believe. Okay, my goal is to plan for next year this month. Get organized in our finances, health, household, and schedule appointments for January. Yes, yes, agreed. And that's exactly what we're going to do as well. Have you thought how are you going to manage that? Like how are you going to make sure that you meet those that goal? How what are the steps you're going to take in order to get there? Have you thought about that yet? If you're still in the chat, sunshine, let us know. Okay, Waimi has dropped off, but her goal was to hoard cash to cash flow, move back to LA next year, and of course losing weight. So continuing that and hopefully rent out her current home. Yep, yep, yep. Wink, wink. Right. Yeah, yeah. Wink, wink. You see it? Yeah, we know, we know. Yep. Lindy C said having a schedule is great, and I have. Like I don't know. We just literally finished talking about this, and people are already doing it. Oh, whatever. So having a schedule is great, and I have that. But when unexpected stuff comes up, then I get thrown off. I need to work on managing that. Yes, 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 definitely. Work on things that doesn't go according to plan, and that's just what I was just talking about with that. When things get thrown off, even though I have like a contingency plan or mitigation for that contingency plan in the event that contingency plan doesn't go as expected, I still have to work on that. I still have to work on that. So yes, definitely coming up with that is a good one. Okay, so we did both of them. So right under there, if you want to do Peter. Oh, is Peter still in building? No, Peter hopped off. But just quickly, Peter's goal is to find a tenant for a vacant property and finish up um, my work before I go on vacation in early December. So of course, we're going to check back in with Peter when he joins next month to see if he was actually able to meet that goal. Peter has signed off, but thank you. Shout out Peter for coming. We really appreciate it. You want to do succeed by force?
Non-real estate, but my goal is to use AI filmmaking to promote info slash religious-based e-products.
Oh, that's
That is
nice.
very
That's different. I never heard of that.
it's a very different one. I hope you do push and get that one accomplished. That's very different. Just be wary of sharing the idea with people. There are some people that like to steal things, so just be worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Next is sunshine. You want to go ahead with sunshine?
Year to set ourselves up for next year. This year is shutting down. Yes, it
Yes.
is. Lots of people are switching off, going on vacation with holidays coming up. Let us hit the ground running with 2026. Yes, absolutely. Excellent goal, I think. Um,
Definitely. Definitely. And he just put in another goal. I've set aside time to plan on my own goals and also with my husband to plan our family common goals. So that's awesome, Sunshine. Um, and just keep with that. You're definitely on the right path. I think we should all start planning towards 2026 because this year is definitely coming to an end. We have a few more weeks left.
Then we got Tia next. Keep my federal job. You know what about these federal jobs? Um,
Dang, T.
get my real estate. They doing it dirty out here. Get my real estate license in 2026. Yes, that would
Yes.
be excellent. Excellent. Be a good realtor, because there are a lot of realtors, but there's not a lot of good realtors. I'm not gonna call out, but even in with us with the subscribers, we um, anyways, be a really good realtor out there. Really educate people about home buying because a lot of them don't know. They just okay. I just want to buy a house. They don't know about what comes with buying a house. They're not aware about the HVAC maintenance, for example. Not going to worry about plumbing. They're not worried about how taxes, increase, how insurance goes up. Not aware about what a CDD is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not aware about HOAs. And what can happen with HOAs and who runs the HOAs. So, not worried about interest rates. Not worried about so many different things. You know, Restrictions with HOAs, what you can and can't do with your property. Things about how you got to find a tenant. It's so much things that the home buyers aren't aware about, and even some seasoned home buyers are not aware about. So
Yep.
be a good realtor out there. Every realtor I had, so every realtor, yes.
That's why I became a
Um,
realtor. I'm telling you, and so I can sell our own homes
we
and buy our own
had
homes.
how
So
many? Did we have any good realtors?
no, I was the good realtor. I was the realtor.
Actually, well, that don't really count because he worked in the building. He was a realtor.
They were highly
He don't really count.
they're
Dang it.
transactional. That's the way I put it.
Uh,
So
sheesh.
yes.
I didn't pay down my home at least $40,000 in
Now that is a goal.
2026. Nice, and lose 15 to 20 pounds. Seems like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people
With you
on
with
that
I'm with you with
love
that
running.
one.
It's just food's so good out here,
I don't
food
know.
wise. I don't know,
I
but
think mine is stress
sometimes you
induced.
gotta, but and just trying to keep my goals realistic. That
And
is solid
yeah.
because that's very solid because a lot of times like they be like, hey, what's your goal? What you plan for 5 to 10 years? I don't know what's gonna happen in 10 years. Like, but we want to make it as realistic as possible. Things that okay, I can definitely achieve that because a lot of times, like I said, it just goes that people just put down and things that they just give up because it's not realistic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So those are all the goals that we have from the chat that we've gotten over here all through the chat. And let us know if we have missed you, but I've captured as they came in. So I think we're good. I think we're here good,
You didn't
T.
kiss that guy over there.
Who?
Who's that T the Army vet guy?
Ain't that you?
That's some T the Army vet guy. Okay, he said his goal is to grow, continue growing Hero Hire Solutions. He wants to temporarily do some possibly contract work because his goal is to get overseas. Wow, that's really excellent going overseas. He enjoyed his time overseas with his family. They were in Costa Rica and they really felt uh, very peaceful over there.
Yeah.
Nice. They had some excellent coffee that was so chocolate. He doesn't even drink coffee, but he loved that coffee. Oh my gosh!
I just
Wow.
love how you speak it in third person.
I'm reading what he wrote. So
Oh my goodness.
he enjoyed being out there with the monkeys, the howling monkeys every
Mm-hmm.
morning. Show the cows. Uh,
So
awesome experience.
we're coming to an end of this live, y'all. And shout out, wait a minute. Shout out to everybody that has been on this live with us from the beginning. This is almost 2 hours, a 2 hour live. We will definitely work on getting that down to 2 hours, but let us know if you like a 2 hour live. We can do a 2 hour live. Let us know about the time that we started the live around 8 o'clock. It seems to have worked for a lot of people. Like I said, this is the first one of the lives. We're definitely happy with the turnout here. Give us some feedback on how we're doing. If you felt like this was worth it, well, I mean, obviously, we still see y'all in the chat because if it wasn't, I'm pretty sure people would have left a long time ago. Let us know about the format of this live if you like it. So going forward, if you have came into the live a little later, we will be doing this monthly. The next one is going to be scheduled for, we just have to check the calendar. We would like to do this on the first of the month, but depending on when the first is, oh, the first is on the Monday. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So we're going to set it for that Saturday, December 6th will be the next one. So mark your calendars now. It will be December 6th. We will keep it on a Saturday night and not disturb anyone's weekday and their Sunday. I know some people that are in the APAC region, they have it in the Sunday. So we just have to be mindful and make sure that we get to their goals and everything like that before they have to go. Yeah. Shout out to Lindy C. Shout out to Peter. That's in the APAC region. I know it's very, very early for you all, but we definitely appreciate it. Speaking from the Purple Couch said it was good. Really enjoyed the live. Thank you so much. Thank you. We this is one of those things we've been trying to do for a while, and we just put it together. Make sure you hit the notification. Yes. Good mention. Family. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know ahead of time what the when this is going to happen. It's going to happen December 6th at the same time. So make sure you mark your calendars for that. Also with this, we're going to put a like a spreadsheet kind of, so you can add your goals so we can have it beforehand. So when you come into the chat, you can just paste it in there, but we'll have it on our side so we're already prepared, ready to go. We're gonna look into what do you call it? StreamYard? Is that what? Yeah, it's called StreamYard, to see about this going forward, because on StreamYard we can actually interact and put up things on a screen. We don't have to do it that way, but first time. I mean, I like this little chill vibe. You see the fireplace over there. You see the lo-fi music playing from the TV. Yeah, I wish there was a way that you guys could interact with us. We are up to 15 people in the building. Yes,
I'm just coming out with something actually. The way that you guys can interact better. They're doing a test run, just like, I don't know, some of you guys seen the hype feature. That's something that YouTube is a testing also, and right now they're doing it in Turkey and another area where they actually can buy hype. To hype people up. So it really helps to hype videos up. Only certain people have it. I actually have the ability to hype. Like Jack on her side, she don't have the ability to hype. So y'all got the hype us up, hype me up, right?
Hype me up.
So y'all got that hype. And as far as the engagement, like I said, they've developed in a feature now where in the comments you can actually talk and can hear the person's voice with the comment. So I hope that they do roll that out soon. It's in the works. I think some people have it again, just like the hype, but they forgot to hook me up with the test one on it too. But it gave me the hype, so I'm cool with that at least. But I want that talking feature.
Yeah.
But they're rolling out some really really solid new things. That's why it is a solid platform. Like I said, when we have a channel on the platform.
Yeah.
So
And we're definitely always looking for suggestions on what we can do to make it better and everything like that.
if you want me to go hit a backflip, it's not happening.
Yeah, that definitely won't be happening. Okay, thank you. Speaking from the Purple Couch, StreamYard, definitely look into that. Your background is beautiful. Thank you for that. So we'll probably keep this same background with the messed up. See, look at the pillow. That is messed up.
Oh,
That's it.
well, I mean, it is what it is with that.
Yeah, it is what it is. But no, we have definitely enjoyed ourselves. I know I have. See.
Yeah, it's definitely nice. And the engagement, definitely appreciate the engagement. It's why we always going to shout out you guys. Like I said, it's really like family. And a lot of YouTubers, like I noticed, a lot of people don't even respond back, with comments and things like that. But it's like, to me, it's like, how can you not show support to the people that are supporting you? Because you guys are the ones that, and me too, because I viewed, the comment, the content, but we're the ones that get each other to, monetization, for example, and keep the monetization going. And when I see that, it's like I comment on certain channels, and it's like, man, why this dude ain't even give me a heart, like give me something, How long does it take to just acknowledge, and give some type of, hey, I see you out there, I appreciate it because you're watching. So we definitely view it as family because there's more than just a subscriber because it's a support system that you guys are doing. So that's, like I said, that's really an invaluable piece.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But before we go, I just put a reminder in the chat. But before we go, is there anything that someone wants to say to us while we're here? Any volunteer?
Oh, that's a good one.
What?
No, what you just said.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm like, what? No, is there anything anyone wants to say before we leave, before we close it out?
Going once, going twice. Like I said. So
Yeah, looks like it's it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming to the Justice Family first ever monthly resetting live
go check
goal
out my new
tracking.
video too if you haven't
Go
seen
check out
that.
T's new video if you haven't seen it. It's some real crazy stuff going on up there in the contract world up there. But until next time, you guys, you didn't say your cousins, your brothers, you didn't do that.
Shout out
Do
to
your
all
outro.
my aunts, my uncles, nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters, grandmas, grandpas. I ain't see my grandmas and grandpas out here today, I don't think, but it's all good. My in-laws, it's all love too for my in-laws, even for my steps. So that's my shout out.
All right. Until next time, you guys. See ya.